It's highly controversial and it's dividing schools around the country. The program is called Safe Schools. It's promoted as the answer to schoolyard bullying and discrimination. But its critics, and there are many, warn it's actually pushing an extreme left-wing ideology. As PJ Madden reports, children as young as 5 are exposed to sexual material designed to increase their acceptance of homosexual and transgender kids.
She was born Balin Carmichael, a boy. But a year ago, Balin became Briella. Safe schools are pushing extreme sexual beliefs that are completely inappropriate for young children.
I would call it unsafe. It's the Unsafe Schools Coalition program.
Chella White, she's got 4 children, including a daughter who's blind. They cheer for their local footy team and loved their local school until it became a safe school.
So if you're a boy and you feel like you're a girl, then you can use the girls' facilities and vice versa.
And why did that disturb you?
It disturbed me greatly because my youngest daughter, she can't see very well. So I'd like to know that she's in these facilities with other born girls, just for safety and dignity and privacy, just like everybody else.
The program is particularly contentious because it begins with children in kindergarten. One of its creators, Ros Ward, is a radical left-wing activist and gender campaigner.
It's really put up as an anti-bullying program, and if it was that, I'd be very happy with it. But in fact, it's more about advocacy. It's more about pushing a very radical LGBTQI program, and that refers to lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer. It pushes that program on young children, and I think that's very unfair.
He was in kindergarten and the decision was made to allow Balin to become Briella.
So today, Briella is treated 100% as a girl?
Absolutely.
In what ways?
She's a girl, so she uses the girls' toilets.
I just don't understand confusing children at such a young age, you know.
Chella researched the Safe Schools program and was shocked by what it teaches, especially the concept that male and female are just 2 of dozens of genders. She was also concerned with online resources connected to the program, which openly discuss sexually explicit content.
Minus 18 introduces children to penis tucking and packing, breast binding, hormone therapy. A child can undergo some hormone therapy to stop puberty. That's too far. That's massively too far. It's out of control.
Chella eventually pulled her children out of their school and enrolled them in a non-safe school in a neighbouring suburb.
See ya. Have a good day.
You too.
It's fairly drastic action to pull your kids out of the school.
Yeah. Yeah, because I just didn't agree with the program, so I guess you've just got to make the decision, bite the bullet and stick to your beliefs.
Chella is not alone. At the Australian Catholic University in Melbourne, Dr. Kevin Donnelly believes safe schools are threatening young, impressionable minds.
If you're looking at primary school, a lot of young children are uncertain, they're growing up. I'd argue their parents should be responsible for their education. And if they're being taught this very radical Safe Schools program in primary school, I think it's more about indoctrination rather than education.
Introducing Teddy, a story about being yourself.
For Dr. Donnelly, what author and former teacher Jess Walton is doing is a danger to children.
Is that why you've been so sad, Errol asked?
Her new book, Introducing Teddy, is popular in safe schools. It's a story about a transgender teddy bear named Thomas who would rather be known as Tilly.
I need to be myself, Errol. In my heart, I've always known that I'm a girl Teddy, not a boy Teddy. I wish my name was Tilly, not Thomas.
There are currently 545 registered safe schools in Australia. Many others have introduced the program but choose not to publicise the fact to avoid controversy.
I think in the past we've just been led to believe that schools are safe and that if the government's doing this, then it must be okay. But the problem is those lines are blurred these days, and what is the agenda for such a program?
Teaching kids such sexual content at such a young age can completely change the makeup of how they view the world, completely change how they're going to grow up in the world.
It genuinely concerns me that, you know, at school they're now getting another influence, which is questioning their identity and potentially their gender.
You entrust your children to go to school, and you entrust these people that are teaching, and then just took a deeper look into it, and to be honest, I was horrified at what I'd found. Yes, they have sex education, but then to go into the sites, it was like, you might as well hand them a pornography, you know, site. So it's like, I just felt like it was grooming my children.
Just because it's in a school doesn't mean that it's safe.
Parents should never feel like they don't have a say in the person that they would do anything in the world to protect. And the minute you take that away, you're taking away somebody's heart. You're taking away my whole world.